Hey guys, in this video I attempt 20 Minecraft speedruns. This will be in the format of those 100 days videos, if you've seen those, but with speedruns. I've actually never speedran before, so this is gonna be interesting. Just to clarify, how I did these runs is that whenever I join a seed, I play it to the best I can, and I don't really just constantly reset until I find a good seed. Also, this was all streamed on my Twitch, link on screen, link in the description if you want to check it out. And at first I was gonna do 100 Minecraft speedruns, but this actually took a long time. This took about 6 hours just to record, and the 100's a lot, and I didn't realize that at first. So just because of how much work that this video took, I'm gonna set an insane like goal of 50 likes on this video. If it's even possible to hit that, then I'll do a part 2. If we had 50 likes, and that'll be where I go to 40 runs. If you guys enjoy this, be sure to like and subscribe, and check out some of my other content. And here are my 20 Minecraft speedruns. So let's start off with the first run. There really wasn't much. I spawned in the plains, I looked for some structures, but I didn't really find any. All I found was a lava pool and a cave, but there's really no structures to play with, and I just reset. For run 2, I also started in the plains, but I also found a savanna and a desert, and after looking in the acacia for a village, I didn't find one, but I actually found an exposed shipwreck on a beach that gave me 18 wheat, 5 iron, and a diamond. I ran to the desert after crafting all of my stuff, and this desert was actually pretty big, but it didn't have anything in it from what I saw, but somehow I searched long enough and I found a desert temple. This gave me 2 golden apples, some string, some gold, some other random stuff that I took that I thought I might need later. I just kept running around looking for a lava pool. I couldn't find one, and I was also pretty low on food. But I found another desert temple somehow. This temple gave me 5 iron, some string, and another golden apple. And again, I kept trying to find a lava pool, and I ran to a village. This solved my food problem. And I went to fight the golem, and yeah, that happened. Run 3, this run also started in the plains. There was really nothing useful I could work with, so I tried looking for a shipwreck, and I had no luck looking for one, and the stuff around me really wasn't that useful, so I just decided to end the run. Run 4, this spawn kinda sucked because I spawned in the plains surrounded by a swamp and a forest. But there's also a desert, which is where I went, and I decided to try to play it. There's nothing really useful, but I ended up going into this really weird savanna, which showed me a huge mountain that was out of my render distance, and it was actually crazy. Even though that was really crazy, there was nothing useful to the run, so I just ran out of food and reset the run because I didn't have any more food. For run 5, this time I spawned in a taiga next to a dark oak forest, nothing really promising. Eventually I went into plains and found a village. The blacksmith here gave me bread and apples, very useless. I got my beds and looted the rest of the village for food, and I killed the iron golem for 4 iron. And after the village, I didn't know where to go, and nothing really was promising. There's a birch forest and a mountains biome, and I couldn't find a lava pool for the life of me. I found another super mountain, but there's nothing useful. I looked for a lot longer, and I actually found another village, looted it, and got 4 iron again from the golem. I finally found a lava pool, but it was nighttime, and while trying to make the portal, this happens. RIP. For run 6, this spawn was in a forest, and forests really suck for speedrunning. I looked for a minute, found nothing, so I just reset. It was just a bad spawn. For run 7, I actually spawned in a jungle, right next to a snowy taiga on a mountain. I tried my best to get away from the jungle, but I think that the jungle just surrounded the whole mountain. I tried traversing the jungle a bit, but I didn't feel like it, so I just reset. For run 8, this seed spawned me next to a desert and an ocean, and I went to the desert. I also found an acacia, so I just looked for structures like village, rune portal, literally anything that could help. I ended up finding a desert temple, which I looted, and it gave me some string, 3 golden apples, 4 iron, and 2 gold. I ended up having to kill animals for food and mine some iron. Found a village, so then I didn't have to worry about food after that. There were actually 2 blacksmiths in this village, which was pretty cool. In the first one, it was only an iron pickaxe that was useful, and in the second one I found 3 diamonds, iron boots, and an iron sword, which is all useful. So I looted the rest of the village for food and beds, and the golem got me 4 more iron for a total of 7 iron. I made my things, then I ran into a desert. Here is where I found my first ruin portal of the video, which had 2 obsidian and a golden helmet for me, which wasn't enough to fill in the portal. I also took the gold block from the ruin portal, and again it was nighttime and there were mobs, and well, this happened. Yeah, rip. Run 9, this was another spawn in a forest, but I eventually found my way into a desert, which had 2 lava pools in it, but I actually ended up finding nothing else whatsoever, and I just ran out of hunger, so I had to reset. For run 10, this spawn was right next to a desert, which I went in and explored, and after searching for a while with no luck, I found a desert temple, which had for me some string, 4 golden apples, and 3 iron. I didn't have any food, except for golden apples, and I wasn't having any luck with lava pools or villages, just couldn't find any. I found another huge mountain that had a floating island on a tree on top of it. That was pretty interesting, but I was still running out of hunger. After a long time, all I found was another temple, which had for me some more string, 2 more golden apples, and 3 more iron. Then I finally found what I thought to be a lava pool. It's also said on the subtitles lava pops, and I'll just let you watch what happened. For run 11, this was a pretty successful one. This run started in a plains near a forest, but there was a savanna. There were a lot of huge mountains, but there's no structures that I could find. I found a village, and it was actually my first acacia village, and it was spread out quite a bit pretty weirdly. I looted village for beds and food, found this weird generation glitch with the village paths and like seeds. There were seeds in the path, and it was weird. I ended up killing the golem, which gave me 5 iron, which is the max amount, and after looking for a lava pool forever, I ran to another village. I looted it for more food and more beds, and I created a new strategy that all speedrunners will now follow. The sleep strategy, where you sleep in a bed when it's nighttime. The golem at this village gave me another 5 iron, and I decided for the first time to go underground to look for a lava pool, and I actually found one, smelted some iron, made the fastest speedrun portal you've ever seen. Needless to say, the portal was perfect. I made an iron chestplate from the iron and headed into the nether. I made lots of gold in the nether and started to trade with piglins. I got pretty lucky with the pearl trades and got all the pearls I needed, as well as fire resistant potions and some obsidian. I also got other useful things such as iron nuggets and string. I didn't get enough obsidian for a portal though. I traveled a bit and found a fortress and dug up to it right next to a blaze spawner. I ended up getting harassed by some wither skeletons, but they stood no chance for me. I killed all the blazes for rods, and it was super easy with my fire resistance. I left the fortress with 8 blaze rods, which is good enough. I made my way back to my portal and headed for the stronghold. Once I came out of the portal, I realized there was diamonds in my cave. My pickaxe and axe were low durability, so I was kind of panicking, and I had to get out of there fast, and that's what I did. I crafted a diamond axe, and I made my Eyes of Ender. I perfectly know where the stronghold is because of how good I am at the game, and I dug straight to it. I found the portal room and I filled in all the eyes, I clear my inventory, and I make it to the end. I get ready to bed the dragon when it perches, but I also accidentally look at some endermen, and we're getting harassed. I see the dragon perching, but it was too late, and I tried to get into bed it, and well, yeah, this happened. I was actually so close, but not good enough. For run 12, after that run, I was kinda sad, but it didn't really matter. And this seed spawn was just a taiga, not really promising. I wasn't really feeling it with the seed, but I also realized I didn't start the timer, so everything was going wrong with the seed. I just ended up resetting. For run 13, this spawn was in a forest, another not really promising seed, but I do find a village, and the blacksmith gives me an iron helmet and 3 diamonds. I loot the village for beds and food, and I kill the iron golem for 5 iron. I make my things and go on my way. I also made a diamond axe with the 3 diamonds. I jumped down a ravine and searched for a lava pool deeper down, and after looking through another whole ravine and a whole cave system, there was none to be found, and I ended up smelting some iron for a chest plate and an iron pickaxe and leave the cave. I find a village in the spruce forest, and I take a few more beds. The golem had for me 4 iron for a total of 11 iron. I made iron pants which got me kitted out for the nether. if only I could find a lava pool. I found another village, which ended up being useless because I didn't need it, so I kept looking for lava. Finally, I found a lava pool and made a portal. I made my way into the nether for the second time of the video, and this nether spawn sucks. It was a basalt delta just above a lava pool, and I just do this completely on purpose. Of course, on purpose. For run 14, this spawn was in a plains near a desert, also with a savanna near it. I see a ruined portal, so I go to it, and there's actually no chest in it, so it's pretty much useless because I didn't have any stuff. And I go to a cave, end up having to kill animals for food and mine iron. And looking for a lava pool, I end up going to a swamp because there's nowhere else to go, and swamps actually suck. But I decided to end the run because I had no luck with finding anything useful. For run 15, this one spawned me at a beach next to an ocean with another ruined portal in it. The ruined portal gave me half gold armor, some gold tools, and some glistering melons. I find a lava pool, so I look for a cave to get a bucket and iron. I find a ravine and accidentally fall when I mined iron. Then I realize that I can't eat glistering melons, and I was in the ravine with 2 hearts. So I dig up, and there's gravel above me, and the rest is history. Going into run 16, this spawn was a plains right next to a ruined portal with a golden helmet but no obsidian in the chest to fill the portal. I've actually been having pretty good ruined portal luck for the past few runs, but it was kind of useless, and I went into a desert to look for some more structures. There's no luck in the desert, so I had to go into a cave and mine for a flint and steel so I can get some cooked food. I finally find a lava pool, and I made it to the nether. This nether spawned me in a crimson forest, so the whole time I had problems with the hoglins because they just kept going for you. I mined lots of gold to trade. I kept using the warp fungus to scare off hoglins and waited for my piglin to trade. I ended up getting some useful resources as well as 12 pearls, which is the minimum for getting the portal. I decided just to look for a fortress and trade later. I travel far in the nether and also start to lose resources such as stone, wood, and food after a while. It took so long, but eventually I found a fortress. At this time, I also didn't have a lot of food. I didn't have fire rest, so I fought the blazes the best I could. I also used quite a bit of my pearls to get over to the fortress. I kept killing blazes, and eventually I ran out of food. I was really stressed during this whole fight, ended up eating the pork I got from hoglins that wasn't even cooked. I got 8 rods and I got out of there as soon as I could. I still needed more pearls, so I traded, and I also wanted more obsidian because I wanted to make a new portal, because I've traveled so far away from my original portal, there's no way I was going to go back there. And I've also used so many pearls to get where I was. I had trash obsidian luck after mining so much gold, and I said this: if I don't get like 1 obsidian from these 4, then I'm just stopping. And well, I didn't, and that was the end of the run. In run 17, I spawned next to a mesa in the desert biome with an acacia village right next to the spawn. I loot the village for some beds and all the food, and I killed the iron golem, which gave me 5 iron. I find a buried, broken portal, and I dig to find the chest and end up finding that there's lava under it. I also mined 3 iron before, so I smelled that and mined the gold blocks, but I only get 1. I never found the chest, but I entered the nether at basically 11 minutes, which is the fastest I've done. The nether spawn is pretty nice. I start to mine the nether gold. I trade with the piglins, and with all the gold I get enough pearls, as well as lots of other good items such as fire res for a fortress. I see a structure in the distance, and I'm really happy because it looks like a fortress, and this would be the best time so far. What if it just isn't? Because like I didn't see it very well. And it's a bastion. It was my first bastion for this whole thing, but it's not what I wanted, and I also don't need it because I have all the pearls I need. So I went in the opposite direction, and lo and behold, I find another bastion. So I'm just disappointed in this seed, and this happens. Okay, this is the right way. When I say right way, I think it's And now we get into run 18. If anyone here was watching the stream, then you would know what run 18 is. Trust me when I tell you that this run was absolute hell. It started out pretty decently. I spawned in a plains and there's a desert nearby as well as a savanna. I found a desert temple which gives me a lot of gold and some string, a golden apple, and 2 notch apples. I didn't get any iron, so I go to mine for some, for a bucket and a shield and flint steel, etc. I've previously found a lava pool, and I know the coords for it. so I go towards that while killing animals with my flint and steel for food. I find a lava pool and I make my portal. I spawn right next to a fortress, which is in the middle of a lava ocean. I mine all the gold I can and trade with piglins, and I get 1 pearl trade that gets me 5 pearls and some other things from the piglins. I loot a fortress chest for 3 diamonds, then proceed to get assaulted by blazes and wither skeletons for like a while, and it makes me eat both of my notch apples. I also had to use a pearl to get away from the wither skeletons and then block them off. Luckily, I got away from the wither skeletons, and the notch apples gave me enough fire resistance to kill all the blazes and get me out. I find a ruined portal in the nether on my way out of the fortress, which gets me more gold. The way that this spawn worked was that I was in a small bit of nether waste surrounded by a basalt delta and soul sand valley, which was bad because I ended up mining all the gold available and I only got 8 pearls, which isn't close enough. And there's no piglins or gold that spawns in basalt deltas or soul sand valleys that I could see. And I ended up just eventually going back to the overworld, find another crazy mountain, and in the acacia again, for some reason it's also in the acacia. But I find another desert temple, and I get a 3rd god apple, see some more string and some more gold. I find another lava pool a bit farther away, and I decide to make another portal, hoping for a better spawn. And it just links me back to the other portal, and makes me go back to the first portal in the overworld. Now I decide I should just find the stronghold, even though I don't have enough eyes. I could just kill Enderman for pearls because the nether wasn't working out for me at all. I find a village which solves my food problem and also gives me more iron from the golem, as well as gives me more beds for the dragon. I end up locating where the stronghold is and digging down on it. I loot the stronghold chest in search of ender pearls, but none of the chests had any. I found the portal room and filled in all my eyes, and ended up needed 4 more eyes after that to complete the portal. The stronghold's next to a cave, so I find a lava pool and use it in that cave to make another nether portal with hopes to get another nether spawn. It's far away from the other portals, and lo and behold, the portal links back to the first portal. And there were no piglins to trade with either, even though I had gold. There's actually 2 endermen, which at least got me 1 ender pearl. I made gold pants after realizing that I'm not gonna trade with any more piglins. And I tried looking for in the nether for anything useful at all, like any other place with piglins and gold, but it was useless. I also had to eat my notch apple in the nether again because I was about to die. And right now, you think, you should just end the run, right? Well, I didn't, and what I decided to do is say that I'm gonna do this run no matter what. And I made my way all the way back to the portal, the nether portal, which was the first one that I made. And I had to run all the way back to the stronghold after that. And I ended up waiting in the village above ground for nighttime since it was near desert, and I thought I would find some more endermen. I looted the entire village this time while waiting, and I mean, it was nighttime, I got to kill some endermen, but I'm not gonna make you go through this too. I'm not gonna narrate this because it took me 30 whole minutes to get 3 more pearls from the endermen because I had to wait for a second nighttime. So I finally got to the end, and I ended up wasting one of my beds on the dragon because it faked a perch on me. The dragon just trolled me and made me lose a bed, but I still had 3 beds left. The dragon finally perches on me, and I used all 3 of my beds and got to half health. But for some reason, I couldn't hit it with my axe for a while, and it just got away and healed. So my beds were useless, so was my axe. I tried my best to shoot the crystals with a bow and some arrows that I got from the skeletons over time, even built up to destroy them. I never destroyed all of them, but the dragon perches without me being ready, and then I foolishly try for the second time in this whole video to go in and try to fight the dragon when it's perched, and I'll just show you what happened. So yeah, the dragon launched me into the air, and my shield messes up my emoji water. I tried to go back, but it was hopeless. I don't even know if you're allowed to die in speedruns, but it was still hopeless either way. I didn't know why I decided to keep going on this run. I don't know why I wanted to, but I did. And it was pretty much a waste of an hour and a half, but it's fine. I get this epic video out of it. After this run, I ended the stream. So run 19 and 20, both of these runs were off stream. I just recorded it later, and for both of them, I decided to go into an ocean and try to look for shipwrecks or iron. I had no luck in run 19 for shipwrecks or anything else, and I just reset. I did the same thing in run 20, stone tools, boat, and I looked for shipwrecks. I found some dolphins, so that helped, and I eventually found a shipwreck deep underwater. It gave me 7 iron and 2 gold and some iron nuggets. I go back to land and the biomes aren't that good at all. I run through a mountain, find a swamp, then I just run out of hunger, and I decide to end the run because I have no food whatsoever. I'm pretty sure I actually did have food for that last run. I had some wheat from the shipwreck, but I just didn't use it for some reason. But either way, this is the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is me attempting 20 Minecraft speedruns. If you want to see a part 2 where I go up to 40, then like the video, I guess. But like, this took so much time. This took so much time. And if you're actually watching this far, I would appreciate a subscribe because it lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of content. And also, if you've watched this far, like and subscribe because you've watched this far, why not? And I'll see you guys in the next video.